Wrinkle in Time is the big screen adaptation of the classic novel of the same name, and it stars Reese Witherspoon, Oprah Winfrey, Mindy Kaling, Storm Reed, Zach Galifianakis, and Chris Pine. So Wrinkle in Time is about this girl named Meg, who's played by Storm Reed. Her dad, played by Chris Pine, disappeared about 4 years ago, and no one knows where he is. And that's when these three cosmic beings, who are played by Reese Witherspoon, Oprah Winfrey, and Mindy Kaling, they take her brother, and her friend to this magical world where they might know where her dad is. So basically, if you want my thoughts on the book, it's this. Honestly, I thought the book was fine. It's fine. It's not one of my favorite books. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I mean, I am kinda glad I read it, even though I wasn't a huge fan of it. And then when I saw the trailers for the movie, I was like, yeah, I'm not on board with this. But even though I wasn't very excited for it, I did walk in with some optimism, because this movie is directed by Ava DuVernay, who also directed Selma, which is the Martin Luther King biopic, which came out a few years ago. I thought that movie was phenomenal. It was a great movie. And so I did walk in with some optimism. And so I saw Wrinkle in Time. So, is it a faithful adaptation? And with Selma being phenomenal, did Ava DuVernay do another excellent job directing this movie? Well, honestly, if you want my quick thoughts on this movie, here is a quote from the Bill Murray movie Scrooged.
Oh my gosh. Does that suck?
Yep, I did not like this movie, and I did not like it one bit. Wrinkle in Time was terrible. I absolutely hated this movie. First of all, the performances in this movie were not good. So, like I said earlier, you got Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, and Oprah Winfrey as the three cosmic beings. Honestly, Reese Witherspoon was so annoying in this movie. Every time she talked, I was irritated. I mean, Reese Witherspoon is not a bad actress. She's talented. She has been in a few good movies in the past, but she was not good in this movie. And speaking of annoying, Mindy Kaling was also irritating in this movie. I'm not against Mindy Kaling. I think she's a great actress. I thought she was hilarious in The Office, and she was great as discussed from Inside Out, but she was insufferable to get through in this movie. And Oprah Winfrey, she's fine. Honestly, they could have gotten someone else to play her character, but she was fine. And the child actors in this movie, oh, do I have a lot to talk about. So Storm Reed plays the main girl, Meg. Okay, for the most part, she's fine. She was a bit awkward at times. Like, she could have put more emotion in her performance, but for the most part, she was fine. And the kid who played her brother, Charles Wallace, nope, he was terrible. He was so annoying. The one actor who actually tried in this movie was Chris Pine. So Chris Pine plays the dad in this movie, and for the most part, he was pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's his best performance, but he was easily the best actor in this whole stupid movie. So let's talk about the CGI. For the most part, it was decent. Like, it was noticeable at some parts. Like, I did notice some obvious green screen at some parts, but for the most part, it wasn't that bad, but it's far from being the best CGI I've ever seen. And this is a Disney movie, and it does suffer from the same problem that some live-action Disney movies have suffered in the past. Style over substance. This movie, and a majority of the live-action Disney movies that have come out in recent years, suffer from style over substance. They concentrate too much on CGI rather than telling a story. And Wrinkle in Time suffers from that problem. Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland suffered from that problem. Oz the Great and Powerful suffered from that problem. John Carter suffered from that problem. And Wrinkle in Time is right up there. So minus a few redeeming qualities, Wrinkle in Time was boring, it was stupid, it was dull, the story didn't make any sense, it's just not a faithful adaptation. I give A Wrinkle in Time a D. So, Wrinkle in Time, have you seen it? What did you think? You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to ask that question. I have an even better question. What is the most disappointing movie adaptation of a book you've ever seen? Whatever it is, just comment below. And if you want to see more of my videos, just be sure to subscribe.